Welcome to another InWheelTime podcast. Join us. From the Lone Star Street Rod Association State Run in Granbury, Texas, it's the award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Just ahead, another participant at today's gathering, along with Jeff's Cruise In and Events calendars. Mr. Mars is also going to have driving destinations for us, and I will bring you the stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zeke, and Chief Engineer David Ainsley decided to get out of bed and join us this morning.
It's always good seeing David. We see him like, every 6 weeks or so. And
no, it's not that often.
Well, it seems like it. I mean, David's a pleasure to work with.
David's looking for a place to live. Would you like to come and have him live with you?
No, maybe? I'm thinking maybe there's a lot of real estate going on around this lake. He's a lake kind of guy. He's an outdoors man. He could probably find something cheap around here.
There's nothing cheap around here.
$500,000.
You can find something.
You can find a fixer-upper for $500,000, David. Yeah. See? He's in.
All right, Mr. Mars, let's talk to our next guest, please. It's all yours.
Well, we were teasing this 1960 Ford Ranch Wagon. It's owned by Larry Davidson, and this is really a beauty right here. So, Larry, why don't you tell us a little bit more about Jeff's going to show it off. So tell us a little bit more about the car.
So may I, if you don't mind, he wants to get in it. Can he get in it?
There's a fee.
There's a fee. He's got deep pockets. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah. Go ahead. Maybe
gingerly, Jeff. So what motor does it have in it? Does it have the original motor?
No. The old Y block, it's gone. It used to have a 292 Y block in it, but whenever I got it, it already had the engine swap. It's got a 351 Winther in it and a C6 automatic. And
so it's been updated.
Yeah. Always.
Does it have air conditioning?
No.
Now, why are you not putting air conditioning in it? Vintage air makes a great system.
Yeah, and I think they're here somewhere.
I know. Don't let Rick Love hear this. It used to, and it was causing the motor overheat, even going down the highway, down I-35. And so for now, I just took it all out, and I've got to work on that. But that's a future project.
Future project. All right. Fair enough.
But,
that would be a wintertime project in the garage because, in this heat, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you don't need air in Texas. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. So a 1960 Ford Ranch Wagon, and you were mentioning earlier that the Ranch Wagon is the cheaper version. The Ranch Wagon is a cheaper version of the what wagon?
Well, the Country Squire is the one that everybody remembers.
Yeah.
And
I have a picture of the Country Squire in my home office.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I have a picture, 2 little pictures my son gave me of the Country Squire, 2 different colors with the wood grain.
So Larry, we have a question from the audience about how wide that car is.
Takes up the entire 10-foot lane.
I don't know on the width. It's
big.
I would like to put it up against one of those Tesla trucks,
Oh, the Cyber?
Oh, it's wider than that.
Hummer Generation 1.
I'm thinking your grill is wide as that Tesla truck.
But I do know this. In 1960, nothing off of a 59 or 69, a 59 or 61 fits a 1960.
Really? That's
so
unusual.
it's a 1 year.
It is a 1 year only.
And what is it that doesn't fit? The grill?
Pretty much everything.
Really?
The only thing, of course, 59 is a lot narrower and shorter. I've also got a 59 two-door wagon, and one day I butted both of the front bumpers up against the inside wall, put the garage door down, and measured from the rear bumper to
the wall
off each one. This one was 8 inches longer, but I haven't measured the width of it. But in 1960, the government basically said you made it too wide. If you keep it up a lot of states are going to require running lights if it was a truck. So in 61, it was obvious in 61 they did narrow it. The only thing that they carried over from 60 to 61 was the dash gauge cluster.
I have to ask you, not to interrupt, but what are these little bullet things up on the top of the fenders in the front?
For turn signals.
They're called the gun sights. And originally, those had just a clear plastic insert in it with a four-pointed gold star. Well, eventually, through the years, that plastic would craze or just get brittle and get busted out and whatnot. So when it come time when I first got the car, there was just nothing there except for a hollow ring, the outside ring. And when I first got it, when it come time to paint the car, my painter and I was discussing what to do with it. Now you can get the
replacements,
reproduction. Thank you, inserts, but these are actually freeze plugs.
I'll be darned.
Inch and 7/8 freeze plugs that have been chromed and epoxy get in there. A lot of people think that they're peep mirrors, but they're so far out there, they're useless as a mirror.
Well, but, you can tell they're because they're polished enough. I can see his reflection.
There's like $18 million worth of chrome on this car. Don, look down the side. If you could, Don, from my vantage point, that car is glass all the way from this front fender all the way back down. I know no windshield wipers either.
Rain-X is my best friend sometimes.
Don, if you open the door, it smells like a '63 wagon.
But look at how wide the seats are. I mean, they look. 3 adults could ride in that comfortably.
3,
yeah,
4.
Well, actually, this is in 60. Other years too, but they
That's
had
pretty cool.
6-passenger and 9-passenger. This one was originally a 9-passenger, meaning that it had the third rear seat. But whenever I got it,
it was gone.
It was gone. It was history. So, actually, I was back on the gun sights on one of them. They didn't polish out the inch and 7/8 that were stamped in it. You can still faintly see the inch and 7/8. But yeah.
So, have you tried to find the back seat? Was the back seat the one that looked out the back?
Yeah.
It
yeah.
did. Man, I sure would like to have that.
Well, it wasn't that big a deal for me, and then I kind of liked having the cargo area back there too. And so yeah.
And was it your idea to put the mirror to half sleepy eyes on it?
It was. They were already the headlight covers. They were already on it whenever I bought it.
Well, it's hard to actually even tell because there's so much chrome on the front of it.
Yeah, I didn't notice it until you mentioned it, but it's obvious now.
Yeah. It's been lowered 3 inches all the way around.
Does it need to be lowered? My God, the thing is a tank.
In order to look cool.
Well, it does.
All right,
so
let me ask
his shirt is even sort of a blend. He's kind of like doesn't overpower the match, but he's color coordinated with his car.
My next question is the skirts.
Yeah, fender
skirts.
Wagons didn't come with skirts. They were just for the Galaxies and the sportier models.
Did it fit the fender? No.
Same exact skirt. Same exact skirt.
So the wheel opening is the same then?
Yeah. And all I had to do is just put a couple of pegs in the
so it clip on.
Now these skirts, they still have the locking mechanism, but
slide.
You had to have a couple of pegs in order to line them up and give them something to. Otherwise, they would pivot on you.
Yeah.
The wheels, are those Detroit wheels? They make those in Detroit, don't they? That particular wheel. There's a company in Detroit.
Yeah. These are actually original station wagon wheels. They're 14-inch, and how you can tell is that there's no slaunch where the
vents,
center meets the rim, and for whatever reason,
it's just a solid steel wheel.
It's solid steel wheel. Yeah.
I'll be darned.
And I wanted 14s just
Because you
it
wanted
a
those
little
wide
bit
whites
lower.
on there is what you wanted.
Well, whenever I found it on eBay, it had American mags on it and black walls and big
Yeah,
and
no,
littles.
this
And,
is too good.
and it, I just, whenever I first saw the car, I thought, man, that thing needs some white walls. You
Yeah,
know?
it does.
And so I've come up with the wheels. And originally the car was silver, but the dash and all the window bezels were
Powder
they
blue?
haven't been repainted. They're the same color as when I bought it. And so to me, the silver and the blue didn't really click. But I drove it like that for, I don't know, 7 years or so.
Wow.
And but the first thing I did was put the wheels on it, had them painted blue to bring that blue back out that was on the dash and everything. And then when it come time to paint it, well, one reason I went ahead and had it painted is every time I'd wash it for a show, I'd either see an existing rust blister get worse or a new one pop up.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you got to do something here, you
Yeah.
know. So I told my painter, rather than repaint the dash and all the interior trim pieces, let's just go ahead and paint it blue. And it ended up being a lucky decision. I mean,
No, it wasn't. You can't tell people that. You got to say, I researched
I
this.
picked it.
Yeah,
I wanted that
planned it.
color. Because I'll be honest with you, my sister had a car similar in color. It was a Ford station wagon. I don't remember what make it was.
Yeah.
But it was that close to that color. So
Yeah.
Ford had a color that close to that back in the day. Just
I've
saying.
heard that.
Yes.
I've heard that. And I really haven't researched. Just
Would
the
you ever
color.
sell it?
Would I? No.
If I
I'm-
offered you $500,000 for that car, I bet you'd sell it.
keys are
You know
in
what?
it.
Yeah. So when you pull into a show like this, and you've never been, the people don't know who you are, do they come running to you
really
with
do.
throngs?
Well, he parked it and folks were gathering around.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah, there's a lot of rubbernecking, which I think is cool.
It is very cool.
Well,
Yeah.
it turned me around when he pulled in.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I will tell you that there was a day when station wagons were not cool. The funny thing about it is, today, they are the hot thing.
I know.
Right.
And you can't find them anywhere. People are snapping them up left and right.
It's
Well-
the original sport utility.
It is, actually.
Yeah, yeah. Well, a lot of them either were crushed or ended up in demolition derbies.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
And then crushed.
Or parts cars, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this car.
Did you see the little scooter in the back of it?
I did. Yep.
Yeah, that is, they called it a jetmobile, and it was made here in Texas from 1946 until 1948 out of World War II practice bombs, and the demise of them was that they were so simple that a lot of people just running down to the Army surplus store and getting
Buying
a
'em
raw
up.
bomb and welding a bicycle seat to it and making your own steering and put axle in the rear, and they had the same thing, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I've only seen about maybe 5 out in the wild,
Yep.
true jetmobiles, you know. I had one guy up at the Invasion in Dallas. He knew what it was, and he approached me and said he has one that's never been ridden on. It was in an old Macy's somewhere, and when they got finished displaying it in their toy department, they put it up in the attic, and that's where it sat until he got it. They were originally red oxide primer with a yellow decal on them that said Jetmobile. But
It's very nice. So is this your first time here?
no, I used to be a director for LSSRA and on 3 different time periods, and so yeah, I've been behind the curtains and in front of the curtains here at
Well,
the State Run.
this is absolutely fabulous.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations, and I mean that sincerely. It's a beautiful car.
Oh, it's the driver. I've driven it to California 4 times and Michigan twice.
But you've done such a good job with it. I mean,
Well,
really. Because
thank you.
as you know, in this business, you can go any direction that you want. But to come up with something like this, the subtlety of it actually stands out. The striping is perfect. Even the pinstriping on the hood. And I'm not a pinstriping guy, but it works for that car. That is not just a regular sign. That is a billboard of magnitude right there.
It's huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
How much does it weigh? Do you know?
I don't know.
A lot.
Yeah.
It depends on if it rolls across your foot.
What has it got? About how big is the gas tank? 20 gallons?
20. Yeah.
20 gallons.
Yeah. And
I'll bet it sucks it down just as good as it goes in.
I get about 15.
15. That's
Yeah.
average.
Yeah,
Yeah.
average for today's cars.
So yeah.
Well, Larry, it's great to talk to you. Thank you so much for letting us debut your car here
Thanks
on the
for having
InWheelTime.
me on.
Yeah. This is
Really
going to be
nice.
one of those that people are going to go, ooh, I want to look at that. I'm going to talk to the guy.
Well, I'll need some help to back it back out.
Okay.
Because
you
of
got
all the
it.
crowd.
I don't
know.
Give us just a minute.
I don't know if Mars, is he capable of doing that? I don't know if I trust him.
I think
but
I
whatever.
should do it for him just in case.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
No?
I wouldn't do it if
All
I
right.
were you.
Yeah, okay. You back it out and I'll guide
Give
you.
us a minute. We'll help you.
Yeah. Give us a second here.
Coming up, Jeff has the Cruise In and events calendars, and I'll have the stories making headlines this week. Stay with us. The award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show continues after this. The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flameado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show thanks you for 14 wonderful years. Yep, our first show aired May 7th, 2011 on a local radio station. Then it was a move to the digital world and social media, and you followed. Thank you. We continue to build and grow our fan base, and it's all because of you and your auto enthusiast friends. We appreciate your support. It's always great to see you at our remote broadcasts, and we hope you'll continue to stop by and say hello. It's been a great ride, and we hope to bring you more fun and adventure right here on the InWheelTime Car Talk Show. And today, InWheelTime is at the Lone Star Street Rod Association State Run 50th anniversary is what the Street Rod Association is celebrating today.
From 49,
and it's also Father's Day weekend. So for all you dads out there, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. I'm looking at a 1956 Buick. I don't 3-holder, 4-holder, that red one over there.
No, that's an Oldsmobile.
Is it?
I think it looks like an Oldsmobile. Yeah.
Okay.
The Buick is this many words. I think that's an Olds.
Okay, well, whatever the case may be.
It's gorgeous.
I like it.
Yeah, beautiful.
Different. Okay, time now for the Cruise In and events calendars. We got a Cruise In going on here?
Yeah, well, you got a Cruise In going on right now. If you're not here, you should be. Plan for next year for the 51st. It's great. There's a lot to do in the city. But next week, next Friday actually, is Biff Busby Hot Rod Cruise In. That's June 20th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. It is at 12702 Topperwine Road in San Antonio. We've talked about it before. There is a $5 admission, but you get a coupon that you can go to Biff's, Busby's, and get food substance. You get a hamburger or whatever the case for that. Then on the 21st to Saturday, you got Coffee and Cars Mid-Month with Gene Messer Ford. That is in Lubbock, Texas, in case you're out in the Panhandle. It's every third Saturday of the month. That's from 8 to 10. Then you got Pistons on the Square at Georgetown Historic Downtown on the 21st, which is a Saturday, and that goes from 8 to 10. Gathering of unique classic cars, muscles, all that good stuff, even motorcycles from 8 to 10 a.m. And then, of course, we've got Crosby Car and Truck Show the 22nd, which is a Sunday. Crawfish Shack Restaurant is over there at 5822 FM 2100 in Crosby, I should say, not Crosby. Crosby. Hosted by Mike's Jewelers and the Crawfish Shack, both the Crosby, Texas establishments there. Everything is donated to the Crosby Education Center. So do that. That's about it.
All right. Mr. Mars put together a little feature called Driving Destinations.
Yep.
And guess what?
We got them.
Today, he's doing Granbury, Texas. And it looks as though you've got a guest. Are we going to intertwine the two?
Well, I kind of thought this might be a nice lead-in.
A lead-in.
Lead-in.
Okay.
Segue.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
segue.
so by having her here now, you know you're going to get graded on all this. So you better make it right. Here you go. Driving Destinations, Mr. Mars.
Speaking of segues, one of the things you can do that you may not have heard about yet, you can do a Segway tour of downtown Granbury. You know, it's easy. And the great thing about this, not only does it move fairly quickly, but you've got guides that's going to tell you all the historical tidbits and some of the stories. Historical.
Theoretically.
Even if you're a first-time Segway rider, they can make it work for you. And for the ladies, you can go find the Granbury Dollhouse Museum. Now, this is where you're going to find 6,000 dolls.
You're not allowed down there.
Well, my court order says I can't go down
That's
there.
exactly right.
I was going to let you go down there for me.
Yeah, no.
So the dolls are set up in miniature scenes with a lot of detail. And if you're really into the dolls, and particularly if you've got young ladies with you, children, that'd be a great place to take them to.
Oh, my God. I think you need to go to the next item on your list.
That's the Granbury Hike and Bike Trail to Hewlett Park. Now, this is an historic parkway that kind of goes and brings everybody to the park along the lake. Now, it's stroller friendly. It's got shaded areas on it. You've got some wildlife, and there's parks along the way that the kids can
There's
play.
wildlife right here on the InWheelTime Car Talk Show.
All you got to do is get here. Now, across the highway from us, right here by the main thing, is the Granbury City Beach Park. Now, this is close to the downtown square, and it's across the highway, kind of, sort of, from Hewlett Park. And it's right on the lake. It's got a place where you can build sand castles, picnics. You can go swimming, kayaks. All of that's out there and just right across the street from us. Then you can go, and this is one I thought was really interesting, the Acton State Historical Site. Did I say that correctly?
And we went through Acton.
We went through Acton.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, well,
There's an Acton Methodist Church across the street from the Acton Baptist Church.
Which is down the street from the Acton Catholic Church.
Are they all the same preacher?
I think they're different, but, you know, we've got a lot of really faithful people here in town.
Really?
So
So,
lots
yeah.
of places for people to go.
Okay.
Did you see the cemetery?
We did.
That's a state historical site.
You know what? I'm headed in that direction as quick as I can get there.
Well, pay attention when you go by, because this is the smallest state historical site in the state of Texas, and this is where Elizabeth Crockett, wife of
Davy's wife.
is buried.
yeah.
And they have a nice statue and a nice monument there, and they've got
Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
we're not
Born
sure
on
what
a
he did with his
mountaintop of
money.
Tennessee,
He didn't spend them on
greatest
singing
state
lessons.
in the land of the free. Sorry.
So if you're a history buff, that's a good place to go. And also, the Ghost and Legends Night Tour. Now, this is where you can go on down through historic downtown after dark, which Don's not allowed to. Court order says he can't go down there after dark. And it takes you around where you're going to find out about John Wilkes Booth and his connection to the town.
Oh,
What?
boy, wow. Did not know that.
Well, we have an expert here. We're going to ask him.
All right.
I'm not going to develop on it, dwell on it. Also, if you're looking for something else to do that's kind of unique, the Brazos Drive-In Movie Theater.
Yeah.
Now, this is one of the last remaining operational drive-in movie theaters. Since 1952, this thing's been going on. Shows double features and families, and you can go out and sit in your lawn chairs with blankets. We did that in New Braunfels a year ago. On the Hot Ride Tour. It was really nice weather. You could sit out there. It was really nice.
This ain't that.
No.
It was cold, if I remember.
But it's hot now. So that's some few things that else you can do in Granbury that might not be on their main tour list.
Well, you know what? We're going to have to get the judgment from the judge over here on how well you did. So don't be bragging just yet, okay?
Well, I may not be able to later.
No, you might not. So you're going to be our guest at the top of the hour.
Perfect.
About 5
She's
minutes.
the spokesperson for Granbury this year. Tammy is out doing gallivanting around somewhere else.
Family business.
New
Family
Mexico.
business. Okay. All right, so I got a couple of headlines I want to get to you. If I can find them. Yes. Here they are. Protesters destroyed 5 Waymo robo-taxis
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
amid political unrest in L.A. on June the 8th, prompting fresh questions about the role autonomous vehicles play during troublesome times. Video footage showed protesters spraying graffiti on the vehicles and smashing their windows and windshields. Black smoke filled the sky as demonstrators set the Waymos on fire. And they are Jaguar I-Pace electric vehicles upfitted with autonomous driving tech. Ablaze, according to multiple media reports. One person appeared to use a makeshift flamethrower to torch at least one of the vehicles, according to the Los Angeles Times. Waymo said June 9th it has suspended its autonomous ride-hailing service because they've run out of cars. It's not why, but I had made that up.
Do you know how the Waymos got there? The protesters took the Waymo to the protest and then destroyed the car.
Did they?
I
Yes.
thought they called them up.
Some of them
they
took
ordered
them.
them.
Some of them took them there.
You have to order them up because
Yeah,
there's,
you
no,
order
there's
'em
no
up.
driver.
Yeah, and
Right,
you jump
yeah.
in it and you say, I want to go to this particular
I
street.
want to go
you
to
get
the
out and you start
intersection of
protesting.
Mars and Armstrong. And
Yeah.
Yeah, pick me up at Mars and Armstrong,
And then when
I'm
you-
going to firebomb you when you get here.
and then when you get there, we're going to get out and set your car on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Now to something completely different. Ram is bringing its vaunted Hemi back as an option on the 1500 pickup truck this summer after dropping it for the 2025 model year. The 5.7-liter Hemi V8 with mild hybrid e-torque technology will be offered on the 2026 Ram 1500, Tradesman, Bighorn, Express, Warlock, Laramie, Rebel, Limited, and Longhorn trims. I think that's pretty much all of them. The engine's available as a $1,200 upgrade, delivers 395 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque. Ram CEO Tim Kuniskis made the Hemi's return a priority when he came back to the brand in December after Carl, the then CEO, resigned. He didn't resign. He got fired. Just saying.
Yeah.
I know we're kind of brutal at times here on the InWheelTime show.
No, some of us.
What are you then?
I'm not brutal.
You're not?
No.
Mars is.
Never.
And not only that, but he hangs out where there's dolls around.
Oh, boy.
6,000 of them.
6,000 dolls. You know, that's something that you would find the family cat parked in the middle of them. And all you could see, all the dolls, and then all of a sudden, if you look closer, there's a cat head.
There's
in
Larry
there.
the cat.
Larry the cat. It's one of those. You've seen those on Facebook,
Yeah.
haven't you? Absolutely hysterical.
Pictures of that.
Yeah, all dolls or animals, stuffed animals, whatever, and then all of a sudden you look and you go,
It's not
and
right.
there's an arrow, and it's the real live cat in there. Funny. All right, time now for a quick break. We'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address is info@InWheelTime.com. We are back after this quick break.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us. That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.